Hi, everybody. It's time for CAPI Live. I hope everybody had a great week. Sorry, I had to get a drink of coffee. I'm sorry I don't have the banner up. I was getting it up, and it was really the things that hold it up are not really steady for some reason. I've got to figure out something else as far as holding up the banner. So I don't have the banner tonight. So you just get to see the nice white windows and a little bit of the silver refrigerator right here. See, right here. Sorry about that. I'll have it up. I promise. Um, I've got an idea of what I want to do for the whole set, and we're going to be doing that really soon. So hopefully I'll have it fixed and everything will be done. So I do apologize for no banner. We're going to wait for everybody to get on, and then we will get started. Um, but yeah, I've got this huge idea for the banner and for the whole set. So we're going to be getting that done. Hey, Beth is here. Hey, Bethy, our sweet, adorable, awesome Southern Belle Beth is on with us tonight. We'll wait for everybody to get on. Everybody's a little slow getting on tonight. Beth, you're first. You're taking back your title, taking back the reins. Get everybody on so we can get started. Oops, somebody just came. Beth, John, and Jenny. 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 Beth, John, and... Oh, sorry. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I think I need meds, and I'm not taking them. I'm sorry. Sorry. And Adam's here. Hello, Beth, John, Jenny, and Adam. We're getting there. Let everybody get on here. And we will get started with the show. Don't you know I cut my head off? Did y'all see that? Look, a flat head. It's really a really large dome-like head. I've never really noticed, but dear Lord, that is the hugest friggin' dome I've ever. Look at that freaking head, man. What the hell? Is this just this video? People that know me, do I really have this big? What the crap? Holy camoly. Wow. I got a really big freaking head, man. That's why I grow this long, so people, it'll take the emphasis off how huge this cranium is. People will look how long this is and be like, oh, you know, if you hadn't had that really long mustache and beard, I would have never known that you had such a humongous head. I was thinking about shaving it off the other day. Hell, I'm not going to shave it off now. It's the only thing taking the emphasis away from this globe that I have. Crap. I didn't realize it was so big. It's a huge head. Okay, John, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. You are awesome. We have 4 people on now. I think 5 people on now, I think. And only 2 people said they like it. Come on. 5 people and only 2. There's 3 of you that just doesn't like the show. You haven't even given it a chance yet. Come on. You've never done this before. You've never been here before. This is the first time on this paranormal show. Then please hit that subscribe button. Absolutely hit that subscribe button. And also ring the notification bell so you'll know when we're on. We are normally on every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, but we're going to be doing some lives, some remote lives that we're going to be posting on too. So you never know, it may be a different time. So definitely hit that notification bell. And I really hate that I'm on this device tonight because I can't see y'all's comments unless I go up here. Okay, let me go up here and see what, in case I missed anything. Adam, off to share, I saw that. Some may remember me in a red collared shirt. I already did. Thank you, Adam. I don't know. That doesn't ring a bell, Adam. You'll have to help me out. Hey, Michelle Heron. I have the worst memory in the world. Where was you at in a red colored shirt? Circle K. Circle K, the gas station? In a red colored shirt. Oh, I do remember you. I do remember. Yes, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Adam. Guys, I do remember him. He's not just talking something. What was I doing? I was coming home really late one night, and I stopped there to get something to drink and something to snack on, I think. And he was the cashier there. He was the attendant there at the gas station, and he asked me about. I think I was wearing my hoodie because it was cold, and he was asking me about my hoodie, my CAPI hoodie, and which is right over there. I was going to wear it tonight for the show, but it's kind of hot in here. I got a bunch of cold-natured people here, so the heat's on, so I didn't wear it tonight. But yeah, he was asking me about the paranormal and stuff, and I said, hey, check us out on Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube, CAPI Paranormal. And he did, and I appreciate that, Adam. That's really awesome, buddy. Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't remember you right off, but I see a lot of people. Hey, kid from Pennsylvania, welcome aboard. If you guys haven't already done so, hit that subscribe, ring the notification bell. Let us know where you're from. Say hi, ask questions, participate, and we love that. We got a lot to go over tonight. Obviously, I'm not on location. I tell you, man, life is just, mine and John's schedules are so freaking crazy. Y'all know, people that follow us know that we do not charge for our services. We don't charge money for anything that we do. We do charge for the class, but that doesn't go to us. That goes to the class. But for investigations and events and stuff like that, we don't charge money. Even if we do events for people that are like when we do our haunted history tours and stuff like that, we don't charge them money either. All right. So we have to work, and so our lives, John and I's schedule has just been crazy go nuts. Little Billy Crystal reference there. Crazy go nuts. It's crazy go nuts, man. Crazy go nuts. But yeah, it's been crazy. So we haven't been able to do the locations yet, but I promised you I'm going to get them done, and I am going to get them done. I promise you before the break. I'm thinking about next weekend, maybe going up. My plans right now is to go next Sunday and do most of, if not all, of those lives to get them recorded, and hopefully I'll have them on in time for that show that night. So we probably won't do a live this coming Sunday, but you probably will have a video to watch. All right, I've got to get it recorded, edited. Whew, that's gonna be tough. I'm gonna get it recorded. I might have to leave early Monday or Sunday morning and go to these different places, get it edited or recorded, edited, and then sent over so it can be popped up here on YouTube for our show that night, Sunday's show. So that's my plans. All right. I'm hoping John can join me. We don't know yet. As a matter of fact, I haven't even told him I was going to try to do it next Sunday. I did tell him I was going to try to do it soon, but I've got to get those recorded quick. So, but we'll let you know. Y'all keep your eyes on our Facebook, of course, and on here as well. And I'm going to get those done before the break. I mean, even if I has to rush and just do it. I mean, my name is Rushing, so I should be used to it. But I am going to get those done. I promise you. If I don't get them next Sunday, we will have a live. And if I do get them next Sunday, we won't have a live, but there will be a show. Or worst case scenario, I do get them Sunday, but we don't get them edited and loaded in time. And there's no show Sunday, but the following Sunday will be that show to have those on there. We'll figure it out. But I'm not going to let you guys down. We'll get it done before the break. And everybody remembers our break, right? Our break is December 15th through January 5th, right? There'll be no CAPI Live. There'll be no investigations. There'll be no paranormal whatsoever. That's the end of CAPI Live season. January is the start of CAPI Live season. I think the 8th will be the first day we're back here. John, if you can fact check that for me. It's the first Sunday after the 5th. I think it's the 8th, but or the 9th, one of those. But we will be back after the break, and we've got a huge series coming up after the break. Y'all remember we said we was going to do. Sorry about the shaking. I'm sorry. It's, the way I had to rig it tonight is just not good. Let's see. That may help a little bit. No, that's not going to help. I'm just going to have to not touch the desk at all, not to touch the table at all. But we're going to do conspiracy theories. We've got a bunch planned for that. I've got some guests that are going to come on. I've got guests that I'm going to go to their place. We're going to do a location shoot there. We've got a huge topics to go over. We're going to have a huge Q&A on the subject. We're going to invite you to be part of the show. All the people that watch, our CAPI family that watches. It's going to be an awesome series. I'm really looking forward to it. Really, really looking forward to it. I've got a bunch of stuff put together that I'm going to start researching in the next few weeks, and it's going to be an amazing series. It really is. I'm really excited about this series that's coming up. I mean, we're going to do everything from JFK to the moon landing to Secret Service, NSA, governmental involvement, governmental restrictions. Are we really free? All that kind of stuff. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be got a lot coming up, a whole bunch coming up. And then we're just going to let you guys take it as well, whatever you want to put in the subjects. So I'm really looking forward to that series. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. So let me check out the comments real quick, because remember, I can't see them while you're putting them up there. I have to actually go to them and look at them. So let me check them out real quick, and then we'll get started with prayer request. Sorry, I keep putting my hand in front of y'all. Sorry about that. I can call you Cat for sure. Okay. I appreciate that, because I wasn't going to even try that first name. Greetings. Today is my only day off this week. Yeah, I know how that goes, buddy. I had to take yesterday off, so I'd have 2 days. Audio? Is something wrong with audio? Can you guys not hear me? Who else having audio difficulties? John says none on his. Beth says okay for him. Or for her. Who said audio? Oh, Beth said audio issues. Then she says, okay. So I guess it went out and came back. I got you. I most certainly will. You're welcome. Black-eyed kids, yeah, we'll talk about that. Denver Airport, absolutely. Missing 411, heck yeah, you know we're going to talk about Dave. You know we're going to talk about Dave. Insane disappearances. I do some missing 411 on my channel. Well, dude, Insane, what's your channel? Promote it. I don't have a problem with that. Throw it up there. Throw us up the name and link, or link, or whatever you want to do up. I don't have a problem. I never have a problem promoting another YouTube. Up and coming YouTubers are my friends. They've helped me out a lot. A lot of people has helped us out a lot. Speaking of up and coming, y'all remember we still have the bet going. If we get to 3,000 subs, 3,000, I think we're at 2,200 and something right now, almost 2,300. If we get to 3,000, John, the team manager, and I, the founder, are both going to have the CAPI logo tattooed onto our bodies. Yeah, and have it tattooed on our bodies somewhere, and you're going to get to watch it live. You're going to get to watch us do it. John's already got a tattoo artist that said he would do it and let us film. It's going to be amazing. So you guys get us to 3,000 subs, and we'll do it.
Don't forget to mention becoming a sponsor for us on Patreon.
Okay. Check it out. Same thing. It's where are you from, by the way? Insane disappearance is insane. Did an interview with a woman who had an experience in a national park on his channel. She had some interesting video of that too. Cool. We are from all over Central Alabama. We are located in Central Alabama. Yep, Central Alabama. We're from Central Alabama to North Alabama. We're from mid-south central to mid-northeast central. Or north central.
Should use your charger.
What about it?
Your charger.
Yes.
Can I use it?
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
Okay.
All right, let me check it out. What do we got? Originally from Russia. Awesome. Awesome. Very cold country. Got adopted to the USA. Awesome. We enjoy implants. I had a feeling when I saw your name, right? All right, guys, let's get right on to our prayer request. First, and one that pops in my mind big time. If you guys follow our Facebook, you saw that Tom, our equipment manager and lead investigator, it's so cool to be able to say that now, Beth and Tom, isn't it? I don't have to just say equipment manager. I can say equipment manager and lead investigator. I can actually say that now. Tom just recently became I think I announced it on last week's show, actually. He's our newest lead investigator. He was promoted to lead investigator. So that gives us 4 lead investigators, and soon we'll have 5. So I'm super, super excited about that. It's great to have that many lead investigators, because it doesn't matter what happens, you always have someone that can lead a team. And we may talk a little bit about that, but on how to, where to place people and how to do your teams and everything. But speaking of Tom, he did become our latest lead investigator, but he also just lost a very dear relative today. I think he passed today, and very young guy, very, very young guy. He sent us his name. All he said was we're going to say Brian. That's his name. But I don't want you to pray for Brian. Brian doesn't need any prayer. Brian's where he is. Absolutely. And I forgot his name. Tom? What the crap? I've only met him a couple of times. Stop it. Tom and his family need our prayers, right? When we lose somebody, when someone passes, young or old, sudden, whether we knew it was coming or not, the way it goes, who we need to pray for is the people that they left behind, right? That's who needs the prayers. So Tom and Beth and their family definitely need our prayers tonight. So you guys definitely keep them in your prayers tonight. Keep John and Michelle in your prayers. They're still dealing with the loss of their home in the fire. Keep definitely Stephanie and Joey and their girls in your prayers. Keep Paramount and I in your prayers. We're dealing with a lot of stuff right now. Excuse me. I have one unspoken prayer, so let's add that to our prayer list as well. I know I'm forgetting something. Guys, help me out. I know there was a couple from last week that I'm not remembering. And for those of you that do not know, just to explain, it doesn't really matter, because we don't need to know the name or the problem. All we need to know that the prayer is needed. God knows the issues. Through my week, I work and I see a lot of people in my job. And a lot of times when I see them, it's not at their best. They're usually pretty upset and stuff like that. So, but sometimes there's an issue with them that they're something they're dealing with or something. And then sometimes I can kind of spot that, and I get a feeling, and I'm like, um, I guess I'm almost an empath, because sometimes I feel people's pain big time. I really do. I'm not saying I'm psychic, guys. I'm not even saying I'm an empath. I'm just saying this is how I feel. But I feel pain. I do. I mean, I always have pain. The ones that know me, I know I always have pain. But I have a hard time watching videos like on YouTube and stuff. Those little funny videos of fails and people when people fall off their bike or skateboard or down some stairs, or the little America's Funniest Videos kind of thing. I feel that pain. It really does. I feel it, and so sometimes I can feel that pain, emotional pain from people too. And I'll ask them. I'll like, I'll just like this one I had this past week that I said I wanted an unspoken prayer for. I tell them. I asked this. This was a female, an older female, and I told her after I got through dealing with her and finished the paperwork and everything. I looked over at her and I said, I don't know what you're going through right now. It's none of my business, and I don't need to know. I said, but I would really love to add you to my prayer list. Can I do that? Because of the type of job I have, I can't name them. I can't give names. So I just say unspoken. But the Lord knows what those prayers are. So that's why I say unspoken. All right. Let me see, catch up with y'all's comments. Yeah, you guys remind me if there's any. I don't like saying I'm from Russia because of what is going on between them and Ukraine, because people like to blame me. Kat, if someone blames you for what's going on between the Ukraine and Russia, they're idiots. You are in the you obviously didn't have anything to do with it. That's so stupid. They had to put people. Every war we've had, they've had to put people of that nation in protective custody sometimes, and we even jailed Japanese. We were putting them in the protective custody. We was putting them in jail. This is so stupid. And I don't know why, because I'm not there and I don't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong. People tell me to go back to Russia, saying I don't belong here. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Kat. That's not the way America is. Okay, Kat? That is certainly not the way America is. I love it when people say go back. I'm not gonna get political, but I gotta say this. I love it when people say go back where you belong. Do you know that 90% of the people, that's probably 98% of the people that say, unless you're an indigenous people that was here before, the American Indian, I don't even like to call them Indians because they're not from India. That was Columbus's idiot idea, but Native Americans, I'm not trying to be PC either. The people that know me knows I'm not PC one bit. I test it like it is. I'll give you my opinion if you want it, but you're not going to like it most likely. But I hate when people say, go back to where you belong. I'm like, you got 3 more fingers pointing back at you, buddy. You weren't born here either. You were born here probably, but your ancestors weren't, So unfortunately, it's usually whites that are saying that. That's a racist thing to say, isn't it? I am racist against white people. That's why I don't like them. But that's what that is. Usually that's who's the ones that are saying it. You need to go back where you belong. Kat belongs here. She's an American. She was an adopted American. She belongs here. That's how we got here. My family is Italian and German. My ancestors wasn't born here. We had to come over here too. They immigrated over here. So I hate when people say that. So just look at them. When they do that to you, Kat, just look at them and say, ignorance is bliss. Bless your heart. Just do that. Ignorance is bliss. Bless your heart. That's not how a real American feels. I promise you. Yes, thank you, John. If you have a prayer need, but you don't want to mention it on the live here, John just posted his email. So email him, and he will get you put on our list, and it won't have to be on there. Try not to let other people's ignorance get to you, Kat. It's sad that such things are a problem these days. Right? Amen, Michelle. Amen. I could use a prayer. I have a heart problem I'm dealing with. Okay, add her to the prayer list. Absolutely. That happened at my job around 9/11, and people of that race. It's so stupid. It's not your fault. And I know that America's not like that. No, we're not like that. Of course not. A true patriot is certainly A true patriot would never say anything like that to an immigrant. Unfortunately, the idiots are usually the loudest. That's it. You said a mouthful there, Michelle, because I can be loud as crap. Thank you. I truly appreciate that. No problem, cat. A true patriot doesn't feel that way. And if they're saying that, they're ignorant. So don't even listen to them. I'm telling you, next, we have you in our prayers. Thank you, John. Next time someone says that to you, and I'm going to get off of this because we don't do politics on here. But next time someone says that to you, just smile and look at them with a kind heart and say, ignorance is bliss. God bless you. Or bless your heart. Say that. You're in the South, say bless your heart. We are in the South, we say bless your heart. We don't say God bless you. We say bless your heart because that can mean so many different things. But yeah, if you guys have any prayer requests, you can pop them up there. I won't see them when you pop them up there probably because it won't show me this stupid thing. But I will see them later. And it doesn't really matter if I see them or not because as far as them going on to the I'm going to cool. I'd love to see that, cat. But as far as them going on to our prayer list, John's the one that needs to see them. So if you pop it up there and I don't mention it, shoot him an email and he'll get it to you. So coming events. Speaking of shooting John an email, send your email back up there one more time, John. I know it's way up there, so do it one more time down here. And Beth, if you would, go ahead and put yours up there too. Whoever team members are on, go ahead and put your emails up there, please. Thank you. Whatever managers are on. Oh, I know what I was excited. Forgot what I was going to say. Upcoming events. We have CAPI Camp coming up. Thank you, John. That's jbowen.cappy@gmail.com. jbowen.cappy@gmail.com. If you want to go to CAPI Camp, that's the email to use. You can email me about CAPI Camp. You can email Beth about CAPI Camp. You can email Stephanie at CAPI Camp about CAPI Camp. But all of us, what we're going to do is we're going to say, hey, John, so-and-so wants to go to CAPI Camp. That's what we're going to do. All right, we're going to pass the buck. Not because we don't want to deal with it, because that's John's baby. John is the CAPI Camp king. He created CAPI Camp. He pretty much most time picks the spots. He's in charge of getting everyone organized. He is the greatest. Amazing. So it would be easier if you just contacted John on that. Contact John and say, hey, I would really love to go to CAPI Camp. And he will make sure you get on the list. I believe that I told y'all last week that we were getting low on cabins. I believe we're out of cabins at this point, but you can still come to CAPI Camp. We have plenty of tents. There's plenty of tents and there's plenty of spaces for tents. Don't let the fact that there's not a cabin left keep you from coming to CAPI Camp because we still have tents left. All right. And we can keep you warm in your tent too. I promise you. But if you don't have a tent, but you want to come and you're like, well, there's no cabins left, I can't come because I don't have a tent. Don't let that stop you either because we're going to have tents there as well. All right. That no one's going to use. Everyone, when we go to this location, pretty much everyone on our team brings a tent, brings their tents because they know someone can use it. So don't worry about that. Just bring yourself. That's it. As Beth will tell you and John, the only thing you need to carry to camp with you is whatever nighttime snacks you want. You know, like if you're a snacker, if you want some snacks to keep in your cabin or your tent, bring that and bring something to drink for the weekend. Bring your non-alcoholic drink for the weekend. I think that's, yeah. Oh, and if you don't have money for the class, but you want to take the class, contact John at that email right there. Y'all see that email, jbowen.cappy@gmail.com. Contact him and I promise you, he'll have a solution for you. All right. We never turn anyone away because of money, ever. We never have, and we never will. I will stop charging for the class. Beth and John's going to slap me for this, but I will stop charging for the class altogether before I would turn someone away for that class or for the CAPI Camp. It would break my heart if a couple of days after camp, I talked to someone, excuse me, and this has happened, by the way, this has happened. A couple of days after camp, I have someone come up to me and say, man, I heard you guys had a blast. I saw it on YouTube. I saw it on Facebook. I saw the pictures y'all posted. Oh my gosh, y'all had such a good time. I really wanted to come. I'm like, well, why didn't you? We would have had even a better time had you been there. And they said, I just didn't have the money. That breaks my heart when people say that. It does. Because CAPI has never been and never will be about the money. We're not in this for the money. I think last week we were talking, we had someone, wasn't it last weekend, Beth? That the guy come on and said, I was a con artist or a scam artist or something like that. And I told him I don't make any money. He said, yes, you do. We don't make any money, I promise you. YouTube doesn't pay us a dime. We don't have near enough followers or subs for YouTube or views for YouTube to pay us anything. And if that's the way it is all the time, for the rest of the time that we're on YouTube, I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem with that. I'll do it for free. I'm not here for that. We don't charge money for our events that we do. We don't get paid by Facebook. We don't get paid by nothing, by investigations, nothing. Nothing pays us at all. The class doesn't even pay us. Well, wait a minute, Johnny. You just said there was a $25 charge for the class. Yes, there is a $25 charge for the class, but that don't go in Johnny's pocket. That don't go in Beth's pocket, and that don't go in John's pocket. I promise you it don't. Not even a dime of it. We don't get to get that money and go out to dinner or anything like that, or pay a light bill. I hope we don't pay a light bill, because we would never pay a light bill. We don't ever make any money off the class. There is a $25 charge, but that just goes right back into the team, into the class and the team. That's it. We don't, nobody profits off of anything that we do. We are not a non-profit. What do they call them? A 501, or I don't remember the name of it. We are a nonprofit. We're not a nonprofit group. I would like to be, but it's really expensive to get there. But yeah, we're not a not-for-profit group. We have to pay our taxes just like everybody else. But we don't make any money. There's no money made here. So money will never be an issue. It breaks my heart into two pieces when people say, I would have loved to have been there, but I just couldn't afford it. Because there's nothing to afford. There's no excuse you can give me unless it's, I live across the country, or I live 3 states away. We get that, and most times we're not able to go that far. But if you live in the state of Alabama, and you want to go to CAPI camp, you have no excuse not to go. Well, our car went down and we just don't have a ride to get there. Well, okay, we'll come get you. And after camp, we'll bring you back. Well, okay, that's good. I appreciate that. But dude, even if we came, you already said the cabins are taken, so we don't have a tent. Okay, but that's no problem. I've got a huge tent. You can use mine. Susie Q's back just won't take laying on the ground. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not the money because you took care of that. It's not getting there. It's just her back won't take sleeping on the ground. I've got an awesome air mattress. No problem. Oh, man. Well, we just don't have food, for the weekend. We wouldn't have a way to get any food. We take care of all the food. We take care of that. John has a thing where he asked, some people that come, hey, do you want to help out with food? You're more than welcome to do that. But if nobody helped out with food, it would still be there. We never go hungry at CAPI. Please raise of hands, especially the people that are on the team and the people that have been to CAPI camp. Please raise a hand if you ever left CAPI camp hungry. Please just raise one hand if you ever. I'm not raising my hand. I'm raising it as in demonstration. Just raise your hand like this, because I'm not going to raise my hand for that, because I've never left hungry. I've left full quite a bit. I've laid in my tent rubbing my belly saying I wished I hadn't ate so damn much. I promise you, food is not an issue at CAPI camp. All right? So, what other excuses do you have? Well, we'd love to, but we got the kids that weekend, and, they can be a little rambunctious. Well, so can ours. Ours can be rambunctious too. I hope they are. I'm actually a little scared of non-rambunctious children. The ones that sit in the corner just looking and not moving, they frighten me a lot. I like the ones that's out there playing, out by the campfire, telling stories and eating s'mores, or over here by themselves playing in the dirt, or over here in the cabin watching something on their tablet or something like that. That's the ones I like, is the ones that are gathered together and doing something. So don't use that as an excuse either. Well, it's just the 2 kids, and they wouldn't be comfortable around just a bunch of adults. We got kids that come to CAPI camp. They're more than welcome. They can come too. Bring them. There's no reason not to come to CAPI camp. Sorry. So now the only thing keeping you from coming is when. You don't know where or when. So we'll take care of that too. It's going to be February 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Fact check me, John. I think that's right. February 3rd, 4th, and 5th at Southern Pillars Campgrounds in Troy, Alabama. Not too far from us. For me. Sometimes I have to travel a long way to get to camp. This time I don't have to drive that far. I can't remember. I looked at it the other day. I think I'm like 40 minutes from it, I think, this time instead of 2 or 3 hours. But I can't laugh at that because I promise you we'll do it again or have an investigation. Our investigations are the same way. Sometimes you'll go and you're like, man, I got to drive all that way. And then I got to drive all that way home at midnight or 1 o'clock. But then you have somebody else on there who says, well, I'm only 20 minutes from here. So so it works out. Everybody has to ride a ways sometimes. Everybody don't have to ride a ways sometimes. Same way with CAPI camp. I don't have a huge route to go this time. I think I got about as much time this time as I did last time. Because last time it was in Plantersville. They're about 45 minutes from me. And I think Southern Pillars is going to be about 45 minutes from me too. So I think I got about the same amount of time. But others have more time. But that doesn't bother me any at all. And it doesn't bother them either because it's the thrill of the weekend. It's the fact that we get to go do that and fellowship and just be, most of CAPI camp is not about anything other than just having fun. I mean, that's why we do it. That's why we will always do CAPI camp because we just have the biggest freaking time ever. Well, I'm not really into the paranormal. I'm not, really into that. Okay, well, that's an excuse not to come to a paranormal camp. We have a lot of people that come to CAPI camp that aren't into the paranormal. All right? We do. We have people that come to CAPI camp that are not just into the paranormal. Most of our kids aren't into the paranormal, but they love coming to... Hey, Gabe, can you come here for a second? You mind being on here for a second?
Sure, of course.
Come here for a second. Hey, y'all everybody say hey to Gabe. This is Gabe. Have you ever been to CAPI camp?
Yes, I have.
Are you really into the paranormal? Do you go investigating every weekend and anything like that? Come down, I can't see you.
I don't go with y'all, I don't.
You don't go investigating or anything like that? So why would you go to a paranormal camp if you're not into the paranormal?
Because hanging out with the people there is actually really fun. And
have you ever regretted being at CAPI camp?
Oh, no, never.
Y'all, he just walked in too. We didn't plan this. Okay, he just walked in and as I was talking about this. And I got one more question for you. I want you to be super honest because look, he's a big guy like me. You ever left CAPI camp hungry?
No. No, not at all.
During CAPI camp, have you ever thought to yourself, man, where are we going to get some food?
No.
You ever had any problem? Have you ever gone to bed at night at CAPI camp rubbing your belly saying, I wish I hadn't ate so much?
No. Like, I just went to sleep easily because I was so full.
Yep. So there you got it. That's somebody that's not from, he's not a member of CAPI. He doesn't go and investigate with us. He's a member of my family, but he's not a member of CAPI. He's a CAPI fan. He's a CAPI family member on, watching it on here and being part of it and everything, but he's not into the paranormal. He didn't ever do anything with the paranormal before he met me. And so he doesn't go and do stuff like that like we do. But yet he goes to a paranormal camp. Why? Because it's so dadgum much fun. We have a blast. So whether you're into paranormal or not, come to the camp. You're going to love it. I promise you. You won't go hungry. You won't get bored. I promise you, you will not. Let me catch up with comments here because I know I'm missing out on a lot here. CAPI Camp, Southern Pillars Camp, Troy, Alabama, February 3rd through the 5th. Okay, I did get that right. Thank you, Beth, for putting your email up there way back whenever I asked you to, but I'm just now seeing it, so I'm thanking you now. Clothes. Please bring clothes. Yeah, we do ask that you bring clothes to CAPI Camp. That's really all you need to bring from home is clothes. Some snacks, something to drink, and some clothes. We're not saying anything. What you do is what you do. But when you're at CAPI Camp, we do appreciate you wearing clothes. So yeah, John's right. Definitely bring clothes. The best things in life are free. Absolutely insane. To join the team, there is a $25 charge. Why is that, Johnny? Hold on, I'll answer that. I live in Pennsylvania, so it'd be hard to get there. Yeah, that sucks, Kat. I'd love for you to come. Wouldn't mind going. Well, come on, Adam. Come with us. It's February 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Come on, be my guest. Yeah, email John. He'll work it out with you. I promise you. I hear you. Cat on the job schedule. Everybody says, "Hey, Gabe." I'll let him know y'all said hey. I've already requested the first. I don't think I could get worth 1 through 5. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, there'll be another one. I promise you. All right. John asked if someone wants to join the team. There's a $25 charge. Why is that? That is for actually. I'm glad you brought that up because I was saying there's no charge. That we can't. That's the one charge that we can't do anything about is the $25 membership charge. That is for 2 reasons. If someone wants to come and take the class, it's $25. But we can work around that. If they want to take the class and be considered to be a member of CAPI, an investigator with CAPI, then it's an extra $25. The reason that is for 2 things. One, we want to make sure you're serious. People don't pay for it when they're not serious. And so you can get a shirt. That's it. Just so you can get a shirt to wear at events and stuff, and sometimes investigations. We don't always wear our quote unquote uniforms, our shirts and stuff. I've got a couple of funny shirts that I wear sometimes. I've got one shirt that I would love to wear to an investigation, but I can't because it glows in the dark. You can't have that during an investigation. But sometimes I'll wear my CAPI shirt. It says CAPI on the front. It says Central Alabama Paranormal Investigations on the back and stuff like that to an investigation. But for the most part, we don't wear anything with our name on it on investigations. We kind of try to keep that on the DL because a lot of times a client, especially if they're in their suburbs and nosy neighbors and stuff like that. So, but you do get a shirt when you become a member. You get your team shirt, and that goes to pay for that shirt because we have to pay for our clothes too. We don't get that for free. First of my boy's birthday. Oh, that's cool, Adam. Yeah, happy early birthday. Working in the healthcare field, you really don't get any days off. That's right, Kat. I believe. I mean, I don't believe that. I know that. I did that for 16 years in the healthcare field. But I think that's it for events. We do have John, help me out on the date. I think it's March the 11th. And I know y'all say, well, that's a long way off. March 11th is not that far off, guys. It'll be here before you know it. So will February. As a matter of fact, as badly as I want CAPI Camp to be tomorrow, I'm kind of glad it's not until February 3rd, 4th, and 5th because there's a lot of preparation that's got to go in to make that happen. We don't just get up the day before camp and start making preparations. We make preparations as soon as we pick a place. And we usually do that right after CAPI Camp. Like right after our last CAPI Camp, we picked a place to have the next one. And then we looked at a time to have the next one. And then when we had that, we called the place and say, hey, can we come at this time? And how much is it going to cost us? Oh, and by the way, that's another thing. A lot of the CAPI camps that we have, there's fees that the parks charge that we can't do anything about. It. Like the last one was at Paul and Grist. It was a weird price. It was like $15.23. I think that's what it was, $15.23. It was a weird price. I don't know why it was $15.23, but it's just a weird price. Most of them are like 10 or 15 bucks, but this CAPI camp coming up is kind of like my gift to the team and to everybody else that comes. But I'm paying for everybody. You don't have to pay any type of charges. There's no cabin fees. There's no tent fees, any of that stuff. There is, but I'm paying for it. So you don't have to worry about that either. You don't have to worry about paying for your tents. Most places, like I said, you have a tent charge or a per person charge or a group charge or a car charge. But this camp does have a charge. They are charging money, but I'm paying for it. That's all on me. I told the team this was my way of telling them thank you. One of my ways of telling them thank you. They got more coming. They just don't know it yet. But it was my way of saying thank you for an awesome year because they kicked ass in 2022. Big time. I'm not kidding you. And when I say big time, I mean big time. They kicked ass. We had some amazing investigations and we had some awesome events. And oh my God, the team shined this year. I ain't playing. They really did. So they're first of some series of thank yous is February 3rd through 5th. So I'm taking care of that too. Done. So you have no reason not to come. So, but I want to say it's March 11th at Chubb Fathers in Alabaster is the next meet and greet. Is that right, John? CAPI meet and greet, March 11th, 22. It's March 11th, 23, not 22. Next year at Chubb Fathers, 1207 First Street North, Alabaster, Alabama, 35007. There's the phone number if you want to call ahead and order or whatever like that. We've already got the reservations done. They're looking forward to it. I talked to Chubb Father the other day, Will, and his wife. I talked to her the other day, the day before that, and they're looking forward to it. So it's going to be an awesome time. Oh, Kat, that would be awesome if you could come in March to the meet and greet. Oh my gosh, that would be, yes, Adam, y'all please do. We have such a good time. And y'all, I have finally sampled. I've been telling John and Will and everybody that I was going to get over to Chubb Fathers and check that food out. And I did. I went over there and I just had a regular cheeseburger. And dear Lord, that was the best non-outside grilled cooked hamburger that I've ever had in my life. It was a cheeseburger, but it was oh my gosh. I'm really looking forward to the meet and greet in March. I really am, because I'm going to go back and eat there before then, obviously. Anytime I'm over in the Alabaster area, working or just over there for whatever reason, visiting friends or whatever, I'm going to eat there, because it was amazing. That was the best cheeseburger I've had in a long time. So you're not going to be disappointed by the food at Chubb Fathers. Let me say that one more time, and you guys look at that, copy it down, screenshot it. Only changed 22 to 23. The next CAPI meet and greet is March 11th, 2023 at Chubb Fathers, 1207 First Street North, Alabaster, Alabama, 35007. Their phone number is 205-685-0950. So call Will and them up, tell them you're coming for the meet and greet, and you're looking forward to it. Might have to try and come. Yes, definitely. Y'all definitely come, Kat and Adam. Oh, John fixed it. There you go, buddy. We all knew it wasn't the 22nd anyway. We'd be late. We'd be a little bit late, wouldn't we? The Chubba Burger is incredible. Yes, it is. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's so amazing. I wanted to come on and say hello and meet everyone, but I have to go to bed working in the morning. Okay, Kat, thank you for coming on, and we'll see you next Sunday, hopefully. Yes, it's awesome meeting you, not awesome talking to you. I hope everybody hit that subscribe button and everything. Is that it? John, Beth, Stephanie, Tom, is that it? I think it is. Meet and greet is March 11th. CAPI Camp is February 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I think that's it. Oh yeah, merch. Also, just before we do that, go down in the link down in the descriptions down there. If you guys want to become a Patreon, go down there and support the show. Help support the show. You can go right down there and look at it where it says Patreon and just hit that link and it'll tell you what to do. And yes, merch. We have merch coming up. I told that last week too. Excuse me. We're pretty much going to be able to do what we want on merch, guys. I don't know if there's a limit to what we can do. I don't think there is. We'll have more on that coming up. They're working on some designs that we've sent over. I know there's some that It's a Ghost is coming out. I Ain't Afraid of No Ghost is coming out. I think Beth had some ideas for a shirt. I think John did. I don't know. I'm trying to rack my brain and think of something that we can't do. And I don't think there is anything that we can't do. We can do hoodies. We can do hats. We can do shirts. We can do cups. We can do, I think, anything that we want to do. If there is a limit, if there is something we can't do, I will find out and make sure I let you guys know. But we do have merch coming out. The prices are going to be amazing. They're actually going to be affordable. So we'll be, shipping won't be a problem. We don't have to worry about shipping anymore. Thank God. That was killing me last time with shipping. That would really kick my butt. we did an auction and we did merch, and I just took care of the shipping on both of those. And dear Lord, shipping will kill you. It will empty your wallet fast. I promise you it will. But shipping is going to be done by the company that's doing it for us. You order it, you tell them what you want, they send it to you, it's done. And so I mean it's an amazing deal. So we are really looking forward to our new merch coming out. So if you guys want to get some CAPI merch, as soon as it comes out, we will be put samples on here and on the website. It's not right there. Usually I say this website's right here, but it's not right there because I didn't hang the banner up. So it's actually not right there right now, is it? It's just a white blind there. There's nothing there. It might as well be a green screen. But if it was a green screen, I could put the thing up there, couldn't I? But I can't because it's not there. The website, which I'm sure John has already put up there. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure he has. Hey, would you get that Coke out of there too, please?
Of course.
But thanks, buddy. We'll have it on the website as well. Excuse me, as well. We'll have samples on there, different things you can get. But like I said, I don't think there's a limit. If you want a CAPI merch of some sort, then hey, will you hand me a towel?
A towel, of course.
Something.
What kind of merch do you have?
I opened this and then squeezed it and it came out. I don't know why I didn't know it would do that.
I did that.
I don't know why I
I did
squeezed
that
it.
yesterday with a 20 something ounce, and it got all over my shirt.
I don't know why I did that. I was just completely dumb.
You want me to put it back over there?
No, it's fine. Thank you, buddy.
No problem.
All right, sorry, I had a little bit of a spillage episode here. But yeah, we have merch coming up, and I don't think there's a limit to what we can do. Thank you. There's a link to the CAPIParanormal.com. Sorry, my mouth was getting dry. Amazon link, yes. Thank you, Beth. Remember, you guys, yeah, if you want merch, just keep your eyes open. We're going to post it as soon as it's a done deal. As soon as we're ready to start printing, as soon as we're ready to start creating, we're going to post it everywhere. It's going to be on our Facebooks. It's going to be on Alabama Paranormal. It's going to be on here. We're going to talk about it on the show. We're going to put links to merch down here. Believe me, you will be able to get CAPI merch if you want CAPI merch. Everybody that wanted CAPI merch when we used to have CAPI merch, but didn't get what they wanted for whatever reason, contact me. John, will you put my email up there for me, please? Contact me personally on that. If you wanted merch last time that we had merch, but you didn't get something you may have ordered or something because we had to stop doing the merch because we didn't have any supplier and all of our equipment, well, our one piece of equipment that we used to do the merch went kaput. But if you want to do, if you had something, or if you'd already, what I'm saying is the people that already asked us for a specific merch, contact me, and I've got a special for you. All right. Thank you, John. Put my link up there. So if you want merch, keep your eye open. It's coming really soon. We'll have it up there as fast as possible. I promise you. Just like Beth said, the Amazon link. If you are going to be doing some Christmas shopping, which I know you are, and you're going to be doing it online, do it at Amazon. They've got everything you need. You can do your entire Christmas list. Everybody you've got to get presents for, from the janitor at work to the postman to Aunt Hagatha to Mama Bell. Everything you need is right there on Amazon. Go to Amazon and do it. Don't just go straight to Amazon, though. Don't just type into your search engine Amazon.com and go straight to Amazon. Go to our link. It is on CAPIParanormal.com. That's CAPIPARANORMAL.com. CAPIParanormal.com. Go there. There's a link there. And I know you're saying, oh man, I got to go to your page and then click a link and then it's going to take me to Amazon, and then it takes you 10 seconds. Come on, you just pop up. As long as your service is good, it's not going to take you long, but if it's not good, you're still waiting on Amazon anyway. But just go to our link. You can look at our page while you're there. Take a look at the page. Meet the team, see their bios on there. Go by and see what equipment we recommend and use and all that kind of stuff. Go check all that out. And then when you're ready, hit the link, the Amazon link. It's an affiliate link, and it'll take you straight to Amazon. You are not going to pay a dime more than what you are going to pay had you just went straight to Amazon. All right? It's not going to cost you a dime more. Nothing. It's not going to cost you a penny more. It's not going to cost you, like gas does, 9/10 of a penny more. All right? It's not going to cost you anything to go through our link. The only people that cost is Amazon, because they're going to shoot that percentage back to us for saying thank you for using their link. All right? So just any Christmas shopping or regular shopping or whatever. I know people that use Amazon for everything. They just have everything shipped to their door, from groceries to radios to alarm clocks. You know, as people used to say, from apples to zebras, you can get it on Amazon. So go to Amazon through our link, the affiliate link, and you can get that from our page, no problem. You also get it from our Facebook. I'll update it on my page if you guys will do the same. Other team members, go update that, put it back up to the top, so that all you have to do is click on that link. It takes you straight to Amazon. Do your shopping just like you normally would. No different. You're still going to pay the same price. Doesn't cost you anything. Just do your shopping just like you normally would. Buy everybody the most expensive gifts that you can. I'm just kidding. Buy them whenever you want. But we get a percentage of that if you use our affiliate link. So we would appreciate that. So y'all go do your Christmas shopping. Use Amazon. Use our affiliate link. All right. Oh, and there it is right there. John just posted it too. It's right here too. So if you can't, you know, if you just come back to YouTube and look right there, and there it is. There's our link right there. And there's my email there. So you can, if you had merch, if you talked about merch before, but we'd stopped doing it before you got it or anything like that, call me. Or not call me, but email me. And I'll take care of you, I promise. Oh, I was talking about, you can go on the site, on our website, CAPIParanormal.com, and see the different pieces of equipment that we use. John just put that up there. That's the link, that CAPI Paranormal /gear. If you're wanting to get into the paranormal, come and take our class February 3rd, 4th, and 5th in Troy, Alabama at the camp. You can do it because we do the class at the camp. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but we do. We do the class at the camp. Not the whole camp. You'll have time to have fun too. But we have fun during the class as well. But come to the class and then go to our website, capiparanormal.com/gear. And I don't really like saying it's Capi Paranormal / anything. I just say go to capiparanormal.com. Just go to capiparanormal.com. Check out everything on there. Beth has done such an amazing job building that website for us. It's high quality, corporate level website. So go to our website, check that out. It's capiparanormal.com. You will not regret it. Go in there, check it out. You get this. I think we've got bios there. We've got pictures there. We've got all kinds of stuff there. But one of the coolest things on there is the fact that we have not only our affiliate link to Amazon, so you can do all your shopping through us and Amazon, but we also have a gear suggestion page. So if you want to get into this, you want to start investigating the paranormal, get the right equipment to do it. We've got equipment on there that we have vetted, that we believe in, that we've used, that we endorse. Go check it out. It's really, it's an awesome list. You cannot go wrong with that equipment, I promise you. All right. I think that's it. Did I forget anything, guys? The cat balls are there. That's right. I need to get some cat balls because I want to show them on the show. I showed them on the show last week, but I want to show them every week on the show. Was it last week or week before? I can't remember. But yeah, I want to get some cat balls too. But if you guys wondering when I'm talking about cat balls, they're awesome. They're these little round plastic hard balls, and they have lights in them and sensors and all that stuff, and you can just set them somewhere. They're like motion detectors, kind of like, but they're not just a motion detector. They're a motion detector that can be manipulated. They can be moved. We used them on our last investigation, and we got a lot of activity from those balls. They're really cool. They light up different colors, all different colors whenever they're just slightly touched. I asked an entity to move the ball for me. I'm still convinced I saw that ball move. You know, when you're looking at an object and you're like, move, move, sometimes your brain will see it move. Like a ceiling fan. You ever looked at a ceiling fan that's not on, but you're looking at it, you're like, it's moving, it's moving. And then sometimes, you know, you'll see the blade move, but you don't, the whole thing doesn't, yeah, that kind of little trick of the mind. That could have been what happened. I'm not too arrogant that I can't admit that, but I'm pretty sure I saw it move. But just after I saw it move, it lit up, and that was pretty cool. But any slight tap or touch, that thing detects it and lights up. And we was able to do a Q&A with that, and a one-sided questionnaire. So it was really cool. So they're on the list there. And if you don't do the paranormal, but you have cats, go get one. They'll love it. I promise you they will. The cats will love that little ball because it lights up whenever they punch it or soccer it or whatever. I guess, what do you call it when a cat hits it? Paws it, I guess. When they paw it, it'll light up and kind of dim the lights in the room and set it on the floor and let the cat box it around and let it light up. They'll love it. But that's the greatest thing about most of the equipment that we use in our investigations. All the equipment we use in our investigations, none of it's made for the paranormal. It's made for other stuff, but it just works for what we do. Like we've always said, if it's made for the paranormal, it's probably crap. Don't buy it. So everyone needs cat balls. That's what I said. Absolutely they do. That's all I had. Balls are important. Yes, last week. Okay, it was last week. My freaking memory. I thought it was last week that we did the show at Steph's house, and that's when we showed the cat balls. But they're awesome. They really are. They you look at them and they're just silly, and you're like, okay, that's cool for the cat, but they really can serve a purpose for the paranormal. They really can. They're a motion detector. That's what they are. And then they light up. We have motion detectors that my cats love them. I bet they do. And what do you use for EVP? Make sure I read that right. It's on that list, Adam. Go to the CAPIParanormal.com. We use little digital recorders for EVPs. We had the balls and the flashlight were going on and off in an intelligent response to our questions. Yep. Last investigation, we had those cat balls and the flashlights were going off in direct response to what we were asking. And I know National Paranormal and a lot of teams do not endorse the flashlight study anymore. And I've said that on here before, but I'll say it again just because John mentioned that we do still do the flashlight study. The reason why we elected not to step away from the flashlight study is because I get what they're saying. There could be a connection there. I get that 100%. I get it. And usually if it's something that it could be that, I don't like, we've always had a discussion on our team about the spirit box. I say because we don't use that is the reason why we don't use that is because there's always a possibility. There's a possibility that it is paranormal and being manipulated by an entity, but there's also a possibility that it is not paranormal and it's been manipulated by radio waves. But there's no way to differentiate between the two. There's no intelligent test to do that would block one or the other. Therefore, we can't use it as a viable piece of evidence. That's why we don't use those. Well, you say, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, flashlight study. I'm sorry.
I'm getting really old. I turned 52 yesterday. I did. I turned 52 years old yesterday. I'm so old. Oh, boy. I'm going to have to cut it short tonight because I got to go eat my insure. I got it right over there. It's heating by the faucet. And I will eat my insure, and then I'm going to take my Geritol, and then I'm going to go to bed after I take my melatonin. And then I'll go to bed because I'm so old. I turned 52 years old. That means I've been here for 52 years. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Somebody told me today, I won't say their name, Tom Harris, that I was 90 years old. I feel more like 90 than I do 52. I really do. I feel like 90. more than I do 52. Oh, yes, I really do. I really do. 90 instead of 52. I need to go buy a vet. I need to get some white shoes and a Corvette. Going through a midlife crisis. I hope I'm not midlife right now, because that means I'm going to be 104. Don't want that. But the flashlight study, I'm sorry. We got a little bit off track. That's what happens with old people. That's what happens. We get a little off track sometimes. Just deal with it, okay? I'm sorry. Good Lord. But anyway, I was eating eggs and bacon. Oh no, the flashlight. We do that. We still like to use the flashlight study, because there is a way to differentiate between on what's going on there. Once, maybe twice, maybe even 3 times, you could get a connection response to a question. I get that. But every time, a connection doesn't, connecting a connection and disconnecting a connection doesn't happen on command. It happens whenever it wants to happen, randomly. We have had times where we use flashlight study and we ask questions and the light just go off periodically, just whenever it wants to, just randomly, not in any direct response to what we're asking or saying or doing. Just answer. The light would come on in the middle of a question, or the light would turn off when we asked it to turn it off, but then it would turn on before we ask another question, or it wouldn't turn off until way after we asked it. That's whenever I'm going to look at the light. It's usually me and John. We'll go over there and kind of pound next to it, and it'll light up, and we'll take it and we'll adjust it again and try it again. So, okay, yeah, that can happen. But whenever you got a flashlight study going on, and every single time you do you ask a question, you get a response. I mean, come on, that's not coincidental. That's not periodic connections or sporadic connections. That is an intelligent response to what we are asking. I've had it come on after a question, and then before it go off, I'll ask a contradictory question on it, and it wouldn't go off, and then ask another question, or ask it to turn it off, and then it would turn it off, and then ask that same question and it not come on again. So, I mean, through the process of elimination and the inability to it being a sporadic connection proves that there's something there. We've had it respond to what we're asking. So that's why we still use it, even though it's not endorsed anymore, and most teams don't do it anymore. And when people hear about us doing it, they're like, oh, you're just getting a connection. Y'all shouldn't even do that. So make up your own mind on that. Do whatever you want to do on that. But excuse me. The flashlight study does work. We still recommend it. We get a lot of use out of it. There was a time there that we didn't get anything on flashlight study. We was using flashlight study for a while and we didn't get anything. But here recently we've been using it, and it's been happening again. So we really appreciate having that as part of our repertoire, because it does work. And you can tell whenever it's a sporadic connection and whenever it's a direct response to what you're asking, especially whenever there's other pieces of evidence that goes with that. So one thing I was wanting to do, is Tom and Beth still on? Happy birthday, Johnny. Thank you, John. White shoes and Corvette, but we will. Oh, you're talking about the spirit box. Yeah, that's what you think. That's cool. I didn't know you could use a flashlight. Oh yeah, absolutely. I have a computer running at an audio recorder. That's cool. Yeah, that definitely works. Beth, do me a favor. You guys have the walkies, right? I think so. Didn't y'all take the walkies, or did I? I think y'all did. At the last investigation, I think I gave them to Tom. Didn't y'all take the walkie box? I think they did. There's a little bit of a lag there, so I gotta wait for her to answer. But I think you guys took the walkie box. The walkies,
I don't know how it does this. I guess it's on the same wavelength or whatever, same signal strength or whatever. But that we have an older set. You're what? That says I'm here. Okay. I'm here. Didn't y'all take the walkies last week? Last investigation? I think they did. I think they took the walkie-talkies with them. I want you to do me a favor sometime between now and the next investigation. Take the yes, I thought you did. Take the one of the walkies that's still charged. And they usually keep a charge pretty good, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. But take one of the walkies and see if they light up the cat balls. Turn the cat ball on and just leave it alone. Wait for it to go off. A couple minutes after it goes off, or a minute after it goes off, key up the radio close to it and see if it'll trigger that. Yeah, I thought y'all did have them. Because we have, the reason I say that is because we have, and this is something you guys really got to watch for during an investigation, is your equipment, the way it is manipulated by other pieces of equipment. Like our walkie-talkies that we use whenever we're at a larger place and we have to communicate and we don't have to scream at each other across a building or across a bedroom or across a house or a yard or whatever. We have a walkie system that we use. And for some reason, when we key up on those walkies, we also have blue motion detector lights that goes off whenever they detect motion. For some reason, when you key up that radio, it activates the motion sensors, even if there's no motion. It just activates it. It turns on. I never knew that was possible, but it does do that. Wow, that is a lag. Yeah, there's a big lag tonight. It sure is. But yeah, if you guys, when next time you get a chance, just grab a radio out of the box, out of the black box, and turn on one of the cat balls and just set it on the table or whatever and wait for it to stop blinking. And when it stops blinking, see if you can activate it with the radio. I don't know. And the K2, yeah, it does that too. Yep. Yeah, the radios affect the K2s and the motion detectors. So it'd be interesting to see if it affects the cat balls. So yeah, I would like to know that. That would be a good piece of information. And I've tried, there's these radios that we have 16 channels on them, and every channel affects our motion detector. It doesn't matter what channel you put them on, it still affects the motion detector, which I thought was weird. But it is what it is. It happens. At least we know it happens. So be mindful of that. Be mindful that your equipment can affect each other. I'll check it with K2 as well. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. It does affect the K2 because I've seen it do it. John's right. It does do it with the K2. But the motion detector definitely goes off when we cue the radio up in the vicinity of it. It's weird. You don't have to be right next to it either. We've been across, like, have the motion detectors at the end of a hallway and be all the way at the other end of the hallway and then another room over and keyed up and the motion detector will go off. So I guess it's anywhere it can pick up that wave, it'll cue it in. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if the cat balls do it too, but hopefully not. But the motion detectors that I have in the CAPI equipment is super old. They're super old. They really are, but they're still effective. But we do have to be mindful that our new radios, communication radios, definitely set it off. But I think that's it. Is there anything else? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I have any more to talk about. Do I remember those chefs from the Muppets? They were my favorite. I don't know why that just popped in my hand. I guess because the way I said that. And it mean the bird. But yeah. So recap. get your prayer request in. If you have a prayer request that you did not want to mention tonight on the show, please send it in to John at his email. John and Beth, you'll pop your emails back up there again. Send it into his email, to John's email, and he will get it on our list. We do have a list that we do look at, and we do say our prayers for it. So it's not going to go unanswered. John is booked this coming week. I know I'm booked up until the weekend. So it's looking like Sunday. Hopefully I can get out there and get those locations done. I'm going to try to get up early Sunday and go to Selma and get that location done. And then hopefully, daylight permitting, I'll have time to go to Wetumpka, which is on the other side of the state. No, it's not across state. It's several counties away, though. It's about 45 to 50 minutes. Well, no, it's 45 minutes from where we are. So it'll be about an hour, 20 minutes to there. But anyway, before I lose daylight, I'll try to get over to Wetumpka. If I don't get over to Wetumpka, I'll do that then the following Sunday. And we'll get those videos put up for you guys. I think that's it. Come to CAPI Camp, February 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Southern Pillars Campground in Troy, Alabama. Email John if you want to go. Email John with any excuse that you have that you can't go. And I promise you, he'll probably shoot that excuse down. And you'll come and have a great time. I promise you, you will. CAPI Camp is an amazing time. It really is. And all you need to bring is yourself. If you don't have any money, you can't get snacks or drinks or anything like that, just bring yourself. We'll take care of you, I promise you. Nobody goes hungry at CAPI Camp. I promise you that. Meet and greet. If you can't make it to CAPI Camp, come to meet and greet. That's only one night instead of a weekend, but it's still a lot of fun and it's a lot of good food. It's at Chubb Fathers in Alabaster. Email John on that too, or you can email me or Beth too on that, and we'll get you set up for the meet and greet. It is March 11th. At Chubb Fathers in Alabaster. The address is on there along with the phone number. Even if you're not gonna, don't wait. Don't not come to meet and greet. Come to meet and greet because you don't have no reason not to come to meet and greet. Come to meet and greet. Check us out. Even if you're not gonna eat, if you don't have money to eat, still come. I'll probably buy you something to eat. And if you don't want to eat, you don't have to eat. You can just chill out with us and hang out. But we always have a lot of fun at meet and greets too. We haven't done them in a while, and I'm looking forward to getting back into that. Our last meeting, I think everybody on there was saying we got to get meet and greets going back again because we just don't get to see each other that much, except for on investigations. And so, which is kind of crazy because we call ourselves such a family and everything. And then whenever we come to do an investigation at someone's house, the first thing we do is hug and say, "Oh, I missed you so much." The client's looking at us like, "Damn, you guys don't ever see each other," But it's true, we don't. Because we all live so far apart, but it's not far apart. It's just inconvenient apart. I guess you would say it's not super. I don't think anybody's more than a couple hours apart. So I think most of us are an hour and a half. I may be 2 hours from Beth now. I don't know. I'm an hour and a half from John and hour 15 from Stephanie and them. So we're not that far, but our meet and greets are a lot of fun. Y'all come meet the team, ask them questions. You can tell us your ghost stories, tell us your experiences in the paranormal. Talk to us about joining the team if you want to do that. We are still looking for 2 investigators. If you want to do that, come do that. It's a lot of fun. It really is. It's a buttload of fun. I am looking for 2 investigators though, so keep that in mind. If you want to be an investigator, let us know. Even if you can't make it to CAPI Camp, and you still want to be an investigator, email John. He's done put it up there several times. Email him. He'll get you set up with a class. All right, we don't do just CAPI Camp classes. All right, we'll do a Zoom class. If I have at least 8 people, I'll do a Zoom class. If we have at least 12 people, we'll do it face to face. So it's not a problem. All right, we'll get you the class. That's not an issue. But we are looking for 2 investigators, 2 good investigators. So definitely hit us up if you're interested in that. It's a big process you have to go through. It's not just come and meet and greet us. Come to the meet and greet. We say, okay, you're in. It doesn't work that way. there are some teams you can just go up to them and say, "Hey, I really like to do what you guys do. You're looking for anybody?" And they'll say, "Yeah, we're always looking for people. Come on." And that's it. You just go on and start investigating with them, and you do the same thing they do. You just fly by night. That's it. Do it by the seat of your pants. Just what you've seen on TV, which is usually crap. So yeah, don't do that. CAPI, we're different than that. We don't just take anybody onto the team. We're not saying we're better than anybody else. We're just saying that we like our team the way it is, and we want professional people that can do it and represent CAPI in a positive, respectful way. So you want to be on CAPI, you have to take the class, the whole class, which is classroom, equipment, hands-on, investigation, and then participation. That's how you pass the class, is if you participate in the class. I have had people take the class that did not participate in the class and they didn't pass. So participation, class, the class itself, participating during class, equipment, hands-on, investigation. Then after you've completed all that, you go on an actual investigation with the team. And then after that, the team gets together. Usually the next couple of days after that, the team will get together and talk and vote yes or no. If everybody on the team says yes, you're on. If nobody on the team says yes, everybody on the team says no, you're not on. If one person on the team says no, you're not on. And then I contact you personally. I don't email you. I don't text you. I don't whatever. I'll either call you or if possible, I'll come to you face to face and tell you. We never do it over text or email or anything like that. I'll come to you personally and say, hey, you didn't make it. Sometimes if it's something that can be rectified, I'll tell them to try again. You know, say, hey, give it a shot again. You know, just take this advice and do this like this and all this, and maybe work on this, you know, this, or fix this attitude adjustment that you need, or in whatever aspect, and then try again. You know, we never tell people, yeah, you can't be on the team ever. Well, I have told people that before, but that was usually before I put cuffs on them. But if you keep, you know, we don't do that normally. We don't say, yeah, no, we don't want you on the team ever, ever, ever. We don't usually do that. We'll tell them, hey, you know, work on this done, and maybe, you know, give it another shot. And then, but if everybody on the team says yes, then you're a part of the team, and then you become an investigator in training. And you stay a newbie trainee until your 10th investigation. And upon completion of your 10th investigation, you go onto the team as a full-fledged investigator. And then a little while after that, if we see that you've proven yourself in a certain amount of investigations, you can become a team leader. Even before becoming a team leader, you could become a manager of something too. You can. I think we pretty much got it covered now, everything covered now. But you can become a team member. I mean, not team member, a manager of a field. I think we pretty much got everything covered now, but probably gonna need some openings. I'm just kidding. But anyway, all you have to do is just, even if you don't become over some aspect of the team, you can still be a team lead. We just invited Tom to become a team lead. He's our newest team lead, which means that's nothing to look at. I mean, to laugh at either. That's a great position. That's a great promotion. It really is, because you go from being an investigator, taking orders from, you know, whoever's doing it. We don't really call it orders, but taking direction from whoever's leading your team to everything, to being the leader of a team, which means you may be on an investigation by just you and your team, without me, Beth, or John there. It may just be Tom and his team. It would most likely be Tom and Beth. But the way I do that, just to let y'all know, anybody that's going to come on new, the way I do that is I usually try to wait till at least 15 investigations, and then at least 6 to 8 leads. Like, where you have to go through leading a team. If you'll ask anybody on my team before every investigation, just before we get started, from usually it's during setup or just after setup, I'll tell, or sometimes just before we even start, I'll say, Tom's the man tonight, or Beth's the man tonight, Well, she always looks at me funny when I say Beth is the man tonight. I don't know why. Huh. Anyway, I'll say John's the man tonight. You know, he looks at me funny too. I don't know. But but whoever I say is the man is the leader of that team. They lead the team. I don't lead the team. They do. You know, a lot of times they'll come to me and say, "What do you think about if we put this over there?" I'm like, "Hey, you're the boss tonight. You. I'm not micromanaging you. If I see something that I think needs to be fixed or done a certain way or fixed or changed or something like that, I'll go to them and say, "Hey, what do you think about doing this? Or what do you think about doing that?" Or if the client comes to me, like last investigation, the client actually came to, I think it was John. It was one of the other investigators. It wasn't me, but they came to them and said, "Hey, you know, you guys can stay as long as you want, but I've really got to get some rest. So I'm going to go ahead and go to bed." They were saying that we could stay. They're going to bed, but we can still investigate. And so I think it was John that they said that to. And John came to me and said, "Hey, they're, you know, talking about going to bed and everything." So I went to Tom, who was the team lead that night. And I said, "Hey, anytime you're ready, we can call it because they're talking about going to bed." And so Tom said, "Okay, yeah, we've got everything we need. We can go ahead and call it." So, you know, that's nobody on the team micromanages. We don't go to them and say, "Hey, do it this way, do this, or anything like that," after we said you're in charge. But you know, you can give direction. And suggestions. We're a team. We work together. That's what we did. That's what makes us who we are. But yeah, that's how it goes. And team lead is, like I said, it's no fly by night thing, or not fly by night. It's no minuscule thing. It's a big thing to be a team lead. That means that myself and the team have enough confidence in you to go on an investigation with just you and some newbies or investigators and do an investigation. The way our investigations are coming in and the way they're not looking like they're going to slow up at all. They never do. We never look for investigations, by the way. We don't go looking for them. We don't go ask people, "Can we come here, here, and here?" We just sit around and investigations come to us. That's part of being CAPI. That's part of what CAPI is. So we don't have to look for investigations like a lot of teams do. We don't look for them. I've been threatened if I go look for investigations. Beth says, "I got enough to deal with as it is. Don't you go looking for none," because we get investigations all the time. But the way it is what I'm trying to work on to get set up, and I think I pretty much got it now after I get a couple more investigators, is set to where if most of the team can't make it on the investigation, let's say no team leader can make it on the investigation except for Beth. She's the only one that can go. So Beth would take herself and at least 2 investigators, more if necessary, and go to that investigation. And there would be no problems because Beth is the team lead. She knows how to run an investigation. She's ran a bunch of investigations. John, I wouldn't have any quarrels whatsoever about sending John out by himself with a team. I hope I won't because I've done it. And he's done an amazing job. Tom, phenomenal leader. One of the best organizers and leaders that we have. I was so proud to name him as team lead because I know the future's going to hold a lot of great stuff for him within CAPI. I know it is because he is phenomenal. I can say that about all my team, every bit of my team. I even have a couple on the team that are not team leads yet, but will make wonderful team leads that I could probably tell them they're team lead tomorrow and they would jump right into it and have no problem. I'm positive of that. We just got to wait for the time and grade to get there, you know. But I'm very proud of my team. I have a great team. Do that. Surround yourself with greatness, and then you can shine without being more than an idiot. Because I'm the biggest idiot there is, but I shine because of my team. I really do. But I bring the knowledge. They bring the talent because I don't have any. I promise you. But I think that's it. Did I miss any on these? Thank you for putting those emails up there. Check out our gear page, Adam, to see what we use. We don't have the teddy bear, but it is on my wish list. Yes, the teddy bear is always on our wish list. Beth wants one so bad she can't stand it. I want to buy her one too, but those things, Man, they start like $400. I don't email much, but me and my family, please. I think, is that the prayer list? Would being an empath help? Yes, Adam, it would. Booked through April. Yep. We don't ask for investigations, but they come to us. Yes, have a great night, Adam. Thank you for joining us. I'm sure you're already gone, but yeah, I guess we're going to cut it now. I think I covered everything. I think I did. They're not streaming at me, so I guess I did. There's only a couple people on, which is probably Beth and John, and I'm just talking to us now, so it doesn't really matter now because other people watch this afterwards. But most of our views on our videos does come after the show, so we have to always keep that in mind. I have to always keep that in mind. They always have it in mind because they're smart. You have to shine brighter when led by a turkey. That's a fact. much brighter when you're led by a turkey. I think that's it. I promise you I'm gonna get those locations done. Hopefully I'll have all of them done Sunday. That's my plan, is to get all of the locations done Sunday, but it's getting dark early now. So it is several towns apart, a couple of counties apart, 2-3 counties apart. But I'm gonna try my best to get it all done Sunday and then have it in time. I know that's gonna be a big ask for hey, emo girl, that's going to be a big ask for Stephanie, but I don't know. I'm going to have to talk to her and see if that's too much to ask, because that's a heck of a lot of, that's a little bit of time for a lot of work. I don't know about editing because I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do all that stuff like she does, but I'm just going to, worst case scenario, we get it done Sunday and don't have time to post it. If I don't have time to post it that evening for the CAPI Live, then I'll come on and do a show. A Q&A show or something like that and explain to you guys what's going on, and then it'll be the following Sunday. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. I promise you, and we'll get all that out there. I think that's it. I guess so. I love you guys so much. I wouldn't not do this because I love doing this. I love doing it for everybody, but I would do it for just one. I really would. It's just an amazing. I've often said, like when I'm sick or upset about something or busy or swamped with paperwork, which I am tonight too. My bearded dragon, before I go, y'all got to know this. My bearded dragon, we just got a new pet, a new turtle. His name is Squirtle the turtle. And he is in a glass tank next to our bearded dragon. Obviously the bearded dragon can't get it through his head that there's 2 plates of glass between him and Squirtle the turtle, and he keeps trying to eat Squirtle the turtle. I don't know why Big Boy wants Squirtle the turtle, but he does. He's never eaten anything bigger than a grasshopper or a cricket, but I guess he feels, and this is a big turtle too. It's not one of them little bitty turtles. It's not a huge turtle. It's about the size of, about as big as around as a baseball, I guess. And yeah, Big Boy, the bearded dragon, thinks that he can eat Squirtle the turtle. I don't know why, but he keeps trying to attack him. So that's the noise. If you guys keep hearing that bump, that's what it is. And sometimes there's a hiss that follows the bump. But yeah, I think we're gonna have to put a partition up because he keeps hitting his head on the glass, and I don't want him to hurt himself. He literally keeps trying to attack the turtle, who's in a water tank next to him. I don't know why. It's crazy. Sometimes he'll throw his tongue out because that's how they eat. They latch stuff with their tongue. Sometimes he'll do that, and then other times he'll just charge and hit the glass. So I think I'm gonna have to put up a partition between the two so that he'll stop trying to beat the hell out of himself to get to Squirtle the turtle. But anyway, I just thought that was funny. I wanted to share that with you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for making this another amazing episode. It's always amazing whenever you guys are here with me. I never have a dull moment whenever I'm talking to you guys or interacting with you guys or learning from you guys or whatever. I love doing this for everybody, but I would do it for just one. I want you guys to do me a huge favor sometime this week. I don't care if it's a friend, family member, or someone you meet on the street. Make one person smile this week, because that's what we need the most of right now. There's a heck of a lot more smiles. I love you guys. See you next week, either live or not live. And you guys will get to see either me or a recording of me showing you some amazing places. Whichever one happens, I know you guys are going to love it either way. I hope you will. You'll probably love the places a hell of a lot better than you do me. But we'll see you next week. I want you guys to also have a paranormal week. Good night.